Hey everyone, this is Aquarist Apprentice here checking in, and this is the first of a multi-part video series on setting up a new tank. I'm excited about this. This video in particular is just going to introduce you to what I plan on doing and just going to give you an overview of the aquascape. And then over the next few videos I will endeavor to kind of step you through my process in hopes that if you are interested in doing a similar tank, you can kind of take some of the tips and tricks that I might offer and or see what I do wrong catastrophically. But let's kind of get into this. So my plan is to set up a 5-gallon nano tank here. This is a top fin retreat aquarium. I got this down at the local fish store, I think of Petco. And what I like about it, what I found attractive, was the fact that it's rimless. You don't lose any visibility with the top rim or bottom rim. As you can see, my 30-gallon tank has that set up there. And you know, those are nice, but I find these really attractive. I also like the light on top of this is an LED light that has a really sensitive button here that can turn the light on and off, and it's really bright. I need to do a video about my Fluval Aqua Sky light setup on my 30-gallon because it had a problem, and so I've got the original hood light on it, and it's really dull, and one of the other reasons why that tank is kind of not flourishing. So when I turned this on right next to it in a dark room, it just kind of had a lot of wow to it. So I'm really excited about how this is going to look. So what am I going to do? I've been really impressed with a lot of the aquascapes online that I've found that are involving bonsai trees, and they look really awesome, and I just kind of felt that that was something I wanted to try. So let me introduce you to the main attraction here. This is the bonsai driftwood that I got online. They're not cheap, I admit, because it turns out these are handcrafted. I understand that these have 3 different types of driftwood that the people use, that the artists use to kind of put this together into what would look like a bonsai tree, and for aquarists like us to use. And so I'm really excited about this and what potential it might have to make a really intriguing aquascape. So I will be doing that. I also, since I did my 30-gallon planted tank, have learned quite a bit about substrates and how to effectively do them, and I want to do it a lot better this time from the start. So I do intend to use an aqua soil, not organic dirt that you get at. I figured I'd give the fluval stratum a try. I'll detail this in a later video a little bit more, but I do intend to kind of do a little bit better this time on my substrate. Also some other materials that are important. So I'll be using this substrate heater, actually. Very inexpensive heater just for a 5-gallon tank. This will go under the substrate. I've got my hardscape materials here. I'm still debating on using a dragon stone here, which is kind of cool just because of the whole texture of it, or just a simple granite pieces that have that nice marbling touch. From Home Depot, there's the classic gravel rock, which I've rinsed thoroughly. And one thing you should always do if you've got something that's not necessarily made for rock made for aquariums is just to test it first with the vinegar. I just put it in a spray bottle, sprayed the rock, and what you do is you just make sure it's not going to fizz on you. If it's fizzing, it's got a bicarbonate in there, and it'll leach out into your tank and really wreak havoc on your parameters. So make sure that you're checking for that. So that stuff is clean, good to go. So it'll be a good mid-size rock to go around my larger rock hardscape. As for plants, I haven't ordered them yet, but my plan is to do some hair grass to carpet in the bottom around the tree, and I want to use a weeping moss for the actual bonsai tree itself. And I'll probably just go with some anubias around some of the hardscape, and probably some floating, small floating plant just to kind of help with the nitrate reduction, and just help with the overall health of the tank. The 5-gallon tank here has a built-in filter system. I'm not too sure of its performance, so we're going to give it a shot. One thing that my one goal here, other than a great aquascape, was to provide a smaller shelter tank for my upcoming move in the April time frame. And so I wanted to capture all of my small fish, my tetras, my shrimp, my cory cats, and that such, to put into here, and take my larger species and probably loan them out back to a local fish store, so that I can do the move and then have my smaller fish in here while I redo my 30-gallon tank. That was what I'm really interested in, and because I've got till April to make this happen, I'm going to take my time with this, do it right from the beginning. I've been doing a lot of homework on it. We're going to make some mistakes along the way, but I'm going to share them with you regardless, so that you guys can avoid them. But I'm definitely looking forward to this. This is going to be an exciting build, and hope you join me on the journey. Thanks.